If your symptoms came roaring back right when you started improving, congratulations. That means your brain retraining is actually working. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're talking about step 4 of my 6-step framework to limbic system recovery. If you haven't seen the previous videos, check out the playlist below, then come back to this video. Today, we're going to be talking about staying in the course when symptoms flare up and how to use incremental training to gradually retrain your brain. Let's get into it. A common pattern I continue to hear from people starting their brain retraining journey is this: I was doing better, I was feeling good, and now my symptoms have all come back. I feel worse, and I feel like I'm back at square one. Trust me, you guys, I've been there more times than you can imagine. But here's the truth. This is 100% normal. Everyone who does brain retraining experiences the same pattern. You are not unique. But this is how the pattern goes. You learn about brain retraining, you start implementing the steps, you start feeling better, you're regaining hope, then bam, all of your symptoms come roaring back all at once. And this is where most people quit, you guys, thinking this isn't working, my situation is unique, etc. But here's the thing. These flare-ups are actually the most important moments. This is where the real brain retraining is happening. In the trenches, when your symptoms are loud and in your face, you are actively teaching your brain that you are safe. That's the magic of neuroplasticity, you guys. Your limbic system is learning a new, calmer default. You guys know I love my analogy, so here's another one. Think of your limbic system like a little kid who falls on the playground. They hit the ground, and what do? They immediately look at you. Am I safe or am I in danger? And in that moment, you have two different choices. You can freak out, rush over, gasp, panic. If you do that, the kid's gonna panic harder because the reaction tells them that they should be scared. Or you can stay grounded, calm, stable, present, and you can say, hey buddy, you're okay. Stand up, you're safe. That kid will most likely start to settle. This is exactly how your limbic system works. When symptoms start flaring up, it looks to you for cues. If you panic, the limbic system's gonna panic more. If you stay neutral, observe, breathe, allow, the limbic system gradually learns. Nothing is wrong here. We are safe. This is what's called top-down regulation. Your prefrontal cortex sends a safety signal to your amygdala, which is part of your limbic system, calming the threat response. You guys, this idea of being back to square one is just an old pathway. Here's the hard part for people to grasp on this journey. You could be doing everything right, floating through your symptoms, removing second fear, etc. And sometimes the symptoms may not only come back, but feel stronger than ever. This is what some people describe as feeling like they're back at square one, but it's not true. This happens to everyone. Please don't be alarmed. Your brain is just doing what most brains do, defaulting to the old familiar patterns. Since I'm a hiker, I like to think about this in hiking terms. Your brain right now is just defaulting to walking the old trail, the chronic symptoms, the fear loop, because that path is well worn, you guys. You've been walking it for years. Now, the new trail, the one you're currently carving through your brain retraining, is still fresh. It's rough. It needs repetition. So on tough days, your brain may be like, let's just take the old path again. But every time your symptoms flare and you stay calm, you're not only carving out but deepening the new trail, reinforcing safety, and teaching your limbic system, just like the child, I've got you, we're okay. Nothing dangerous is happening here. Over time, the old trail fades and the new trail becomes the automatic default. That's neuroplasticity in action. Brain retraining is a dance. Right now, your brain has paired certain activities, foods, emotions, or triggers with danger. When we avoid them, we're reinforcing that danger, telling our limbic system, yes, this is unsafe, stay on high alert. But here's the catch. You also don't want to just dive fully into all of your triggers. So what do? We do incremental training. This is the process of slowly reintroducing your limbic system to your triggers in a systematic and intentional way. Basically, what you want to do is this. You want to trigger a little bit, and then you want to back off until all of your symptoms fade away. I would stay with that level of intensity until you notice that your system isn't responding as harshly to the amount you're triggering it. Then the next step is you trigger a little bit more. Then you back off again, let the symptoms fade. Push a little bit further, back off again. You want to repeat this process, you guys. You want to dance with your triggers and symptoms. And there's a fine line of where you want to push yourself to. Not too easy, not too hard. Somewhere right in the middle. That's why I call this a dance. It's a back and forth process. Slowly, step by step, you're teaching your system that these activities, movements, foods, emotions, etc. are safe again. You guys know I love my analogies, so here's one more. Incremental training is just like rejoining a gym after taking months or even years off. It's not smart advice to go all in on your first day back. That's how you injure yourself. You want to ease your way back in, slowly but surely. And just like with the gym, you can expect soreness. That's very similar to symptoms flaring up after triggering your symptoms a bit. You guys, this is a slow, intentional, and consistent process. Over time, you'll be expanding your window of tolerance, desensitizing your old triggers, and retraining your brain's default responses in a safe and systematic way. All right, that's step 4. And listen, if you're feeling frustrated or thinking, why am I not further along? That's 100% normal. That doesn't mean you're broken or going backwards. It just means your brain is still choosing the old trail because the new one you're carving out isn't fully clear yet. That's literally part of the process. Remember, you guys, brain retraining is a marathon, not a race. Write that down and put it on your wall. If you haven't watched my other steps yet, I'll leave a link below. Go check those out. It'll make everything that I'm saying here click. And if you want to go deeper or feel like you need guided support, check out the Reorigin program. You can get a discount with my code Jeremy at checkout. I'll drop a link below if you guys are interested. You guys can try to piece all this stuff together on your own, or you can follow a guided program that's designed for this exact thing. Whatever you choose, just keep going, you guys. You're not starting from zero. You're already changing things. And as always, you guys, if you're gaining any value from these videos, I kindly ask you to drop a like, subscribe, comment below, do all the YouTube things. It helps this channel grow more than you know. And just remember, you guys, you are not broken. We just need to teach your brain that it's safe again. Until the next time, peace.